like I said earlier. But with that comes a lot of misconceptions with beauty. Yeah, you know.
Mhm.
So what is one misconception that people may have about you, and how have you challenged that?
That's a great question. And I do think that there are some misconceptions that happen around expectations. I think it's the expectation question that becomes the issue. Um, I'll give you an example. When I was in my late 20s, I was promoted. I received a promotion. I was a people leader, right? Should I have been? Was I qualified? Arguable. If I'm being honest, I was still pretty green in my career, but my leader saw something in me and I was promoted. Well, I had people who were in my company at that time who were saying things behind my back about having slept my way up to the top. Now, first of all, I don't know who sleeps their way to middle management. That's not exactly how it works, in my opinion. Like, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. And I'm going to be like in a penthouse somewhere, not working
Mhm.
every day. Like, who sleeps their way to come to work anyway? The point being that really impacted my um, sort of self-efficacy, which we talk a lot about self-esteem. But I think the struggle with self-esteem is that it's a bit, I don't know, more surface. But self-efficacy is, can I do it? Am I qualified? Am I good enough? And I think people think that if you are attractive, conventionally attractive, there's the assumption that, or expectation that you know that you're beautiful, you know you can do it, you know that you're good enough. And the reality is you have to kind of fight against this internal, external battle and expectation around your self-efficacy as an attractive person.
And how did you really go about doing that? I imagine that to be somewhat of a challenge. I didn't really like recognize my own looks and stuff growing up because I was told just the opposite, you're ugly and this and that. And I believe that. So when anyone said anything different, I thought they were lying. And then
Wow.
when I started getting into relationships with friends, girlfriends and stuff, and I would tell my mom, I didn't do anything to her. I don't know why she's doing that to me. And my
Mhm.
mom was like, damn it, stop being so nice. You're pretty. You're
Right.
tall. You got a good body. You're
Right.
smart. You ain't supposed to have all that. A person ain't supposed to have all that in one
All of it.
person, you
Right.
know?
All of it. Right.
And it was like an epiphany for me. I was like, oh my God, it's what I represent. It's not
Yes.
me.
Yes, exactly. And I think that's exactly right. And the funny